Hello and welcome to this session. This is Professor Farhat. In this session, I'm going to show you how ratios that we learn in financial accounting are used in the real world. So what is a ratio? A ratio is X over Y. And usually the first ratio that you learn about is something called the current ratio. And what is the current ratio? Current assets, divide them by current liabilities. Now, why are these ratios important? Here's what's happening with Toys R Us. So right now, Toys R Us is in danger of breaching a covenant. Covenant is an agreement with its lenders, with its creditors. So here's what happened. In September, Toys R Us filed for a bankruptcy. And what they did, they secured a $3.1 billion loan from something called debtor in possession, a group of lenders called DIP. So the DIP, they gave Toys R Us $3.1 billion. Now, part of the agreement, when someone lends you money, they will have certain restrictions on your finances, such as what? For example, they may ask you to maintain a current ratio of 2. So this is one thing that they look at to see how well you are doing. Or they might ask you to keep a working capital. Although working capital is not a ratio, but it's another measurement, which is current assets minus current liabilities, for example, at all time at 5 million. Or they might ask you to maintain a certain debt to equity ratio. Or they might ask you to maintain a certain debt to asset ratio. Or they might ask you to maintain a certain times interest earned ratio, times interest earned. We don't know what the agreement is between Toys R Us and DIP, which are the lenders, but the point is those ratios, so if you read the article, it says there is some indications, we don't know what the indications are, that they are in a breach of the agreement. So the key here is Toys R Us is at risk of breaching a covenant on its loan, intensifying concern of its ability to emerge from a bankruptcy protection, because they filed for a bankruptcy, they're hoping to get out of it. So what happened if they don't get out of it? What happened if they violate? Actually, what happened if they violate those agreements, if they cannot maintain those ratios? If Toys R Us does breach the agreement, its DIP lenders have the option to force it to immediately pay back, which could do what? Force the liquidation of Toys R Us. So if they do breach, that's the risk of those ratios. So if they do breach, then the company will go into liquidation, and that's the problem. And basically, what do they need to do? Then you'll have to liquidate your assets, sell your stores to pay back the DIP. So this is how ratios are used in the real world. So the lenders, they use them as a monitoring tool for the business to make sure this is what's going on. Now, if in case you're wondering what's happening to Toys R Us, obviously what's happening to Toys R Us, nothing unusual. It's the story of Amazon. Amazon is eating their lunch, and what's happening is Amazon and big box retailers, Target and Walmart, can slash toy prices to real customers and during the holiday season. And what happened, Amazon, Target, and Walmart, they don't have to make a lot of profit on the toys, so they can undersell Toys R Us and make money on other high-priced product. And Toys R Us does not have that option. So what's happening? Less and less people. So sales, traffic, and profit are dropped far past what the retailer has told its lenders to expect. Therefore, they're simply in trouble, and the lenders are looking at those financial ratios as an indicator. So this is why we learn about financial ratios, and this is how they are used in the real world. Hopefully this is helpful.